Alright guys, how you doing? I don't know if you saw that other video where I crashed this X-Maxx into my car at about 50 miles an hour. Oh! It didn't look like it done much damage on the first look, but it did do quite a bit. Let's have a quick look. Alright, so this is roughly where it hit on the car. No damage on here at all. But the X-Maxx didn't fare quite as well. If we have a quick look down here, guys, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but hold on, let's turn this thing over. It's actually destroyed the rear bulkhead. You can see there, look guys, it split the plastic there. You can actually see the diff through that gap there. You probably can't see that on the camera. So we're going to strip it down, have a quick look. At a guess, guys, I think the only parts that I'm going to need is the rear bulkhead and a new rear diff cover. Also, the bumper's a bit knackered, but that was already half broken to start with. Oh, by the way, people asked me whose car it was that I hit. It was mine. Also, I've just put up some new lighting up here, guys, because last time when I was doing the videos, repairing the stuff, I used to use one of these things. And even though these are pretty good, it's sort of a bit cumbersome. It's always sort of in the way where I want to work. So now, hopefully, let me know in the comments what you think, guys. And because this is a relatively big job, I'm going to take all four wheels off, just so it's easier to handle this thing. Alright, next job is to remove the rear modular section. And that shouldn't be too difficult. Oh yeah, we can see the damage now, look guys. Check that out, the whole rear end is just twisted round. Alright, so there you have it, guys. I think this is the only damage, which is actually pretty damn amazing considering how fast the X-Maxx hit that car and also how cheap this part even is. I mean, it's a bit of a pain to put in. You've got to pretty much sort of strip down the entire back end to get all this stuff out, but it's not really that difficult. So this was the only damage. So the diff cover and the bulkhead, that's it. Diff-wise, even though I did make a couple of little clicking noises while that was broken, it doesn't look bad. It looks alright. I don't think I'll be replacing it just yet. I mean, this is still the original diff. It's been in this X-Maxx since I've had it. It's not in perfect condition, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it in there and just see how much longer I can run it, because it's easy to change these diff gears out on the X-Maxx. It's not a complete strip down. You literally just undo the 5 bolts to hold this cover on, and you can just slide the whole diff assembly out. Another thing that people often ask me is, how do I remember where everything goes back? Well, where all the plastic part and the metal parts go, that's pretty easy, that's not hard. But what can be a little bit more tricky is remembering where each screw goes. So what I'll do, I'll just keep each screw with the part that I'll take off. So for example, here's our hinge pins and our shock screws, so I'll keep all that lot together there. Then here is our diff covers and diff stuff, so the screws for that are there. Here's the motor, and there's the screws for that. Here's that brace, screws for that. On these bits here, I'll leave the screws in there. So when it comes to putting it all back together, it's quite easy. Plus, I'll sort of leave it in order. So I know when I put it back together, I'll start here. And as I go along, these are the bits that are going back on. So it is fairly easily. And then every now and then, I'll sort of use like a little post-it note and just sort of write on there what they're for. So rear modular section here for this lot there. Alright, so here's the part numbers in case anyone's interested. On the 8S, it comes with the upper bulkhead as well. Alright, tell a little lie, guys. I did break this part here as well. This bit here. And, well, this bit was broken before, so I can't really include that, the rear bumper. As always, I like to beef up the bulkhead a little bit. And I got this epoxy stuff. This is still half full, so once I'm done, I'll take it out and I'll show you what it is. But it's pretty much still half elasticated. So it's got a bit of flex in there. And I've found just by filling these parts of the bulkhead up, like you can even just use normal epoxy. It just stiffens it up a little bit and you get a bit of extra life out of it all. You've got to act fairly quickly. This has got like a 1.5-minute setting time. Alright, so she's looking all back to normal again, guys. And in case you're wondering what this thing was in here, guys, it's one of these from Worth. It's called Replast Easy Plastic Adhesive Fast. It's got a processing time of 1.5 minutes. What I like about this stuff, it stays quite flexible so that it's not too brittle and it won't crack off when you start crashing and stuff like that. Oh dear, this body's seen better days. 2 outings, guys. Once at the skate park, once up the woods. That's it, trashed. Alright, so I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. That would really mean the world to me. Hit that notification button. Leave a comment. Alright, guys. See you soon.